What if the very vehicle you depend on to put food on the table became your worst nightmare? Stuck inside a luxury SUV that locks you in, fries you with tasers, and chases your daughter through city streets. Would you survive? Today, we dive into Eddie's heart-pounding ordeal in Prison on Wheels. Buckle up. This one's a ride you won't forget. Hey everyone, welcome back to Movie Recaps Hub Podcast, the place where we retell your favorite films in a chill, conversational style. I'm Doolin, and if you love deep dives into wild stories like this, make sure you hit subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss an episode. All right, let's get into it. Picture this: New York City. Eddie's outside a repair shop, all his rent money in hand, begging the mechanic to release his van. He needs it for deliveries and to pick up his daughter, Sarah. But the mechanic? Stone cold, no compassion. Every plea bounces off that counter like a brick wall. A call from Sarah lights up his phone. He ignores it, too furious to care. Then his ex calls, yelling that Sarah's stuck at school. She reminds him he never puts their daughter first and hangs up. Ouch. Panicked, Eddie's eye catches an employee's wallet on the table. He stirs up a fight, gets shoved against the table, and in that moment of chaos, he pockets the wallet. Outside, he checks. Barely any cash. He prowls the avenue, tugging car door handles, hoping one's unlocked. No luck. A barking dog startles him. Then he calms it, gives it water. He calls friends for a loan. Crickets. Buys lottery tickets. No winners. When Sarah calls again, he picks up. She's angry. "You abandoned me!" But softens with, "I still love you." That small mercy gives him hope. Then Eddie sees it. A shiny, high-end SUV parked in a remote lot. The door's unlocked. Too easy. He slips inside, searching for valuables. Just sunglasses. He glances up. The door slams shut, locks itself. He jimmies the other doors. Nothing. Kicks at windows. Bulletproof. A tablet on the dash lights up. "Answer me." He ignores it. Heart pounding, unaware of the hidden camera tracking his every move. He finds a lug wrench, smashes the window. Nope, breaks the door panel, cuts his arm. Phone, no signal. The tablet rings again. Desperate, he answers. Cue William, the owner's voice, calm, amused. He explains his 6-time break-in history and his custom security system. The car is now a prison. Eddie demands freedom. William laughs, activates tasers in the seats. Eddie pulls his gun, fires at the window. Bullet bounces off the glass, hits his leg. Pain, shock, and a rapidly bleeding wound. A passerby pulls up in a tinted car. Eddie tries to call for help. Windows are soundproof. They stare, shrug, and leave. William, doctor extraordinaire, refuses an ambulance. Car jams all signals. Eddie ties his shoelaces around his leg to staunch the bleeding. Taser shocks whenever he swears. Blood loss and electricity. He blacks out. He wakes to rain on the windshield. His arm and leg are bandaged, by William apparently. Inside, zero food, zero water. William calls, launches into a life story lecture. Eddie snaps. William tases him again, blasts yodeling music, and cranks the AC so low, Eddie shivers for hours. Night falls. He uses seat covers as a blanket. Next call, Eddie apologizes sincerely. The AC stops, but freedom? Still out of reach. He pees in an empty water bottle, tries tearing apart the interior. No escape. William mocks him over the tablet. Eddie spots someone watching from a balcony. A second pair of eyes. He jabs back verbally, gets tased again. William reveals a dying man mission. He's got cancer, 4 months to live, and wants to dispense justice himself. He demands Eddie's social security number. First offense means mercy. Prior record means finger cutting. Eddie refuses, rails against systemic injustice. William tases him and restarts the music. Evening heat turns the car into an oven. Eddie strips down. He contemplates drinking urine but can't. William offers water and warmth for the SSN. Eddie gives in. He downs water. William reveals he'd stashed a bottle under the seat. Eddie finds the lottery tickets in his pocket. One's unscratched. He scratches it now. Jackpot. He laughs, winning the exact sum he needed. William calls. Eddie gives a heartfelt apology, begging for food. William deems him not a psycho. Opens the glove box. Hello, snack. And shuts it, hiding a secret switch. William's voice echoes in the speakers. He's still watching. Once he leaves, Eddie pries open the glove box, photographs the circuits, and tries to reach the switch. Breaks a nail. Back to tasers when William returns. Days blur. Eddie's body weakens. He drinks urine. Finally, his foot flips the switch. The car's systems die. The SUV lurches into traffic, completely out of Eddie's control. William's voice mocks him. The car barrels into a dark alley. 2 criminals beating a man. Lights flare, horn blasts. One thug brandishes a gun. Car runs him over. The second flees, firing useless bullets at bulletproof glass. A high-speed chase ensues. The car slams the thug against a gate, crushes him further. Eddie, horrified, yells at William to stop. For a moment, it does, then crushes the man's skull. Eddie rages. William blasts music and speeds through streets, dodging traffic, up parking ramps, to the roof. The car hurtles toward the edge. Eddie slams on the brakes with his body, blacks out. Dawn. The car still moves. William's on the line. He visited Eddie's family, even took Sarah to school under a non-profit guise. Now the car follows Sarah on her scooter, almost mowing her down. Eddie pleads, tears streaming. William ups the speed, testing him. In despair, Eddie grabs his gun. No bullets. William took them when stitching him up. Car dodges Sarah, then obeys William's command to spare her. Eddie slams the cameras and tablet, smashing them to bits. He records a goodbye video for Sarah. Can't send it. William returns, zip ties Eddie to a hook, leaves a bag with gummy bears and a cigarette. During their drive, Eddie questions William about his daughter. William stops the car, so Eddie bangs his head on the dash. Brutal. William rants about a generation lost. Eddie's foot finds the switch again. The car goes haywire, plunges off a cliff. Both men unconscious as it tumbles down. Morning light. The jamming system's dead. Eddie's phone buzzes. Sarah's call. He frees himself. Fights William. Gun raised. Sarah's voice on the line stops him. He whispers promises. I'll pick you up. The SUV's engine ignites. William dies in the blaze. Eddie escapes through a broken window, using a hammer from William's bag. Bleeding and battered, Eddie flags down a driver. He returns to the repair shop, mechanics still tinkering. Instead of waiting, Eddie sells the van, buys a bicycle, and pedals to Sarah's school. He finds Sarah waiting, runs into her arms. A tight hug, tears, relief. Eddie's nightmare is over. He lost the van, but he regained what truly matters, his bond with his daughter. Wow, what a journey, right? Eddie's story reminds us that the greatest escape comes not from breaking glass, but from breaking through our own fears and holding on to the ones we love. If you enjoyed this podcast-style recap, smash that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and of course, subscribe for more deep dives into movies, one wild ride at a time. I'm Doolin. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.